Afternoon. Today is Sunday the 26th of May 2024 and this is Flosstube number 17. I'm Lindsay, Cheshire Stitcher, both here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Welcome to my channel. It's mostly about cross stitch, but I do share other things. Today I've got a finished beading and a project bag I made for my birthday start, and I do apologise, I've just managed to nudge the table that you're sitting on. Welcome back if you are a returning viewer, and welcome if you're a new viewer. And if you're visiting for the first time and you like what you see, I would very much appreciate it if you could subscribe. I'm on my slow, steady climb now to 1,000 when there will be another giveaway. If you are new here, I've got giveaway results. I said I would do one when I reached 500, which I did with my last video. So those results are coming out today. And whilst it's in my head, I don't call my projects whips. I call them PHDs because they are potential happy dances, because we all do a happy dance when we've finished. So I prefer to call mine PHDs. So other than that, today I've got, as I said, I've got some beading. I've got a project bag I made for my birthday start. I've got a couple of FFOs. Oh, I know, me, FFOs. Oof. Probably why the sun's come out when they forecast rain. I've got new starts. I've got just a couple of PHDs. I've got some haul, birthday gift, and of course my giveaway results. So we'll get started, shall we? So first of all, let's do the beading. Last time round, you may remember I had just started a box. Oh, I've finished it. So, snowman standing by some trees. Each snowman has a different coloured hat and scarf on. And then we have the lid, which is what I've finished this morning. I've just added the finial to it this morning and done the last few rows. And I've just realised I haven't put a 2024 charm on it, so I'll have to get that sorted out and get that, because I can't not have a 2024 charm on it. It's unusual for me to forget. There we go. This is the snowman box from Tracy Lorraine of Crystal Star Gems and Jewellery. And it's been an absolute joy to stitch. I changed the blue because the one that was called for was, I think it was Royal Midnight or something like that, and I just felt it was a little bit flat for so much of it, so I changed it to one that's I don't know, can you, well, yeah, you can see it's got a few other bits of colour in it because a night sky isn't a flat colour. So there we go. That's my latest bead finish. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Now I need to go back to making dice. But, you know, never mind. Pays for the stash. So let's go to, my notes are down here as ever, which is what I'm looking at. So I've done that. So let's do, what I'll do is I'll show you the bag when I get to the start. So FFOs. So last time around I was working on Jeanette's birthday start, you may remember. I finished it. I'm no longer itching. That's what it said last time. So I finished it off. I think I finished it the day after my last Flosstube. And last weekend Cheshire Stitchers had a big stitching day out on the Wirral, and I thought there's going to be a finishes table, let's get it made up. So I made it up. I've got this on the back. I haven't done it that way, that's the way the fabric's designed. I did think about putting it straight, but decided it was too much like hard work. And then I've got the puntini pins in it that I'd bought at Create Nostalgia to put in it. It's just got stuffing and a little bit of walnut shells in it just to give it a little bit of weight. And then while I was at it, I had another one sat waiting that I'd actually bought this fabric for, and so I finished snip snip. This is completely filled with walnut shells. This is October House Fibre Arts. Couldn't tell you what fabric I used because I didn't remember to look it up this morning while I was getting everything ready. But I do remember that I just pulled out various colours of Gentle Art and Weeks and Crescent colours. Kind of looked at the chart and thought, okay, that's a dark pear, we'll use that colour. That's sort of a mid-brownish pear, mid-goldy colour, I'll use that colour. Just to use up odds and ends. I do that quite often with some charts, just because, you know, you use it and you're left with one length or something and you can't really do anything with it. But you do something like this and one length will do a pair of scissors. Just fine. And so it's got that on the back of it. They've both got a little 2024 charm on them. So there we go. I haven't got any more of Itch to Stitch to done, but when I do, then, you know, it's going to end up like a little skinny pillow like that. So that's that. Let's do my PhDs. I've only got two. One is BB-8 for Love Quilts that should have been with HQ today, but I just didn't manage to get him finished, so I'll get him done. I'll get him finished tomorrow because it's a bank holiday, so I can't post him tomorrow. I've literally just got the top of his head to finish, and this bit needs to be filled in, and that's it. I'm done. It probably only needs about another 2-3 hours. I just didn't quite manage to get him done. So like I say, I'll get him finished tomorrow, get him bathed, get him packaged up, and send, and hope that, you know, I don't get in too much trouble for being late. I'll send him 24-hour delivery so that he's only going to be a few days late. But there we go, that's BB-8. So next time, on my next Flosstube, I'll just show you a picture of him completed without me and my hanging threads, because as I've said before, I just stop stitching when I stop stitching. If there's a hanging thread, there's a hanging thread. Doesn't bother me. Makes no difference to me whatsoever. And then the other thing I've been working on is, as ever, I should have taken the clips off, let's do that now, is my commission piece. I've been working on the top of it this time. I've got lots of hat filled in, lots of confetti stitches, and then I came down here and was doing these circles, and when I stepped back realised that that's the start of her face, glasses. So I will be moving away from that and leaving that till last, because as you should all know by now, I don't do faces. I don't like faces, don't really want to do them. So I'm going to carry on working on this area here and come down and fill in the greenery. And then, oh, and I did do a little bit more on the bottom. I did a few rows of the green. So, but I'm now at the point where a lot of what's left is blocks. So like her face is not blocks as in squares, but you know, a lot of one colour that you can just kind of get on with. I've got a lot of that. There's a lot of white down here to do the same with. So she's coming on, and I am now at that point of fed up of looking at her. I want her finished. Not least because then I get paid, and you know, I can pay for a retreat with that, can't I? But I want to be able to do my own projects for focus pieces. So, and I say that's it for PhDs. Probably going to be a fairly short video today, to be fair. I know I'm normally about 35-40 minutes. We're at 10 minutes already and I'm half done. So, just excuse me while I get a drink. There we go, sorry about that. Right. So let's do menu starts. first one was 2 weeks ago, and it's this Praiseworthy Stitches Petite, I'm reading it backwards, Petite Quaker Drum Kit. Came with everything to finish it. I did tea dye the fabric, and it's turned out the back's really dark. You didn't get me bored, did I? Oh, forgot about my board. The back of them turned out really dark, so I've used the lighter side. It was a cream linen, so that's the back complete. Not the back, the top. That I did in about 1.5 evenings, so about 4 or 5 hours. And then I started on the bottom. Again, the back of it is really dark, really, really dark. And I didn't want it that dark. I've never tea dyed before in my life, so it came out quite well, really. But I will say one thing about this: there's not enough thread in the kit. I've had to pull from stash, and luckily it's just DMC. And I even went back and checked the instructions, and because you get that, oh my god, have I done it wrong? Should I have used 1 thread and not 2? And no, it says 2 strands. But I've got a smidge of the gold left, and I think I've got 1 length of the red and no green. So luckily, as I say, it's DMC, so I can pull from stash to do it. I've just got left, I've got another, there's another bird. Sorry, I'm all fingers and thumbs today. So I've got another bird to do here. There's another gold flower, which again I'm going to have to pull from stash because there's nowhere near enough. And then I've got half of a flower here, and I think there's a couple of other little bits and pieces. So that will be finished this week, and I will try and get it FFO'd because I'm going to Lynn the Lancashire Stitchers retreat next weekend. So it would be nice to be able to take that with me as a finish along with the 2 pillows. So that's that. Really enjoying it, but just a bit disappointed that there's not enough thread in the kit for it. But, and I'm a fairly frugal stitcher because I use a pinhead stitch to start. I've never tried to finish off with a pinhead stitch, and I know you can do it, I've just never tried it. But, so I am frugal because I like to make it go as far as possible, but I don't like to use a loop start. I much prefer the pinhead because in the past I've had issues where I've used a loop start, and because the nap of the thread is running in 2 directions, it's not gone very well. So I've not done it. Next up is my birthday start. Now this is the bag I made for it. You know, I love hexagons. And I've got this lovely orangey, because it's the one that suited it best. I think this is a Japanese fabric. I could well be wrong, but I love it. It's one of my best bags so far. Absolutely love it. But I did keep cutting this wrong, so I've got quite a lot of lining fabric that's facing that way because I cut it wrong. But that's fine. I'll just use it on a bag for me. So there we go, as I say. I bought this fabric years ago. It was in my stash, and I was looking through for fabric to make bags. Found this one. I'm right. That's it. That's my birthday start. So, you might remember I'm doing Tona's Ranjis. which is a free design on Italia So ID. It's a Dutch site. No, I don't do Dutch. Don't speak Dutch. But I will put a link for you. And I am using a variety of red from all, well, I bought a couple, but mostly they are all from my stash to use up odds and ends. I bought, you may remember last time I said I bought a couple of Silk Morris. And all I can say about that is the other ones that are in my stash are going to end up for sale. I found it to be awful. I want to show you. I was doing this band. This band is done in Silk Morris. And I had to start a new thread off, and I had about, I think I had these two and this part one, and by the time I'd done 5 or 6 stitches on this one, it was already splitting and twisting and going fluffy. And it did it the same on, I think it was that band or that one of these up band. Let me get my notebook. That'll tell me. Pardon me. What did we do? Band number 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that band. That was also done in a Silk Morris, and the same thing. It splits, it twists, it goes fluffy. And I'm only using a single strand because I'm using 40 counts. I'm only using 1 strand. So, not impressed. I will use up the reds that I've bought for this, and like I say, any that I've got in my stash I'm going to put up for sale because I am just not enjoying stitching with it. So this was my birthday start. I managed to get up to last weekend. I'd done all the way up to row 8, up to about here. I had these 3 left to do, so I did those yesterday at Yorkshire Stitch Laugh Learn Day, and then came home, well, started the first line of the alphabet, came home and finished it, and as I was going to bed I just managed to finish the W, so I have as ever got a hanging thread. So hopefully today I will get the rest of this alphabet finished. I've left a nice big gap at the top because the, let me see if I can grab the, I don't want to show the chart, you see. So this, on one of the later charts, has been charted. So I left enough room at the top that I could put it on if I wanted to. And if I don't, that's fine. I might put it at the bottom, yeah, I don't know. I might not even put it on. But I thought I'd leave enough room to add it if I wanted to. And there, as you can see, is, move my finger out of the way, is the website it's on. And it's called Tona's Ranges. It's on week 35 now out of 41, so there's only a few weeks left. So if you want to take part in it, then hot foot it over there and get it downloaded. Next time I show this, I'm just going to show it from where I am now rather than unrolling the entire thing. You know, I will unroll it again at some point completely so you can see it all from the start. And as you go down, the bands get wider and wider, and there's a few, I think there's 3 rows around about row 30 where you've got Smyrna crosses. Easiest speciality stitch going. So there we go. I have to say, apart from using the Silk Morris, loving this. And it's definitely a rival for the title of Love of My Stitching Life, along with my Quaker flag. I think there's going to be a bit of competition between the two as to which one gets the title. So highly recommend if you want to have a go go for it. Have I said it or not? I don't know. Can't remember. Brain like a sieve. I'm doing the banding version because I've got some wooden spools upstairs that this will fit on. And I did mean to grab one and show you what I meant, but I forgot. Brain like a sieve, like I said. It's one of them things, you think about it and you get distracted doing something, or you're doing in the middle of doing something and think about it and then just don't do it. So, but there we go. 40 count Vidal from Zweigart. Oops. And various red silks. And then my last new start was Thursday this week just gone. And I went with this one in the end. I bought this at Create Nostalgia at the start of the month. I'm doing the version without the buttons. I don't have a picture of that. No. I'm not a fan of buttons on as decorative, but that's me, you know. I'm strange like that. And I decided to get brave. So, some time ago, a lady on one of the Facebook sites was selling 6 9-inch squares of Italian linen. There was 240 count, 245 counts and 250 counts. And it was a bargain. It was only about 10 quid. And I thought, I'll give it a go. I'll buy them. I've never used 45, never used 50. I'll buy it. If I can't do it or I don't like it, I can sell on the ones that I haven't used, and I've lost a quid or two. So I got brave, and this is one of the 45 counts. So far, I've done the grand sum total of 91 stitches, and love it. Absolutely love it. I am using a dinky dye silk called Cobar. I just had a root through my stash to find honeyish coloured. Came across that one, thought, right, that'll do. I knew I wanted a silk, so, but I would have used a DMC if I'd have had to. And that, as I said, it's just, I can't tell you anything other than it's a 45 count Italian linen and in ivory. I've got a piece of white as well. I just thought the ivory suited it better. But I love it. Absolutely love it. I sent Jeanette a picture when I'd finished this first motif. Let me see if I can. And I sent it her with my thumb beside it. And all I got was, oh my God, it's tiny. For scale. I think it's going to work out about 4 inches square. Something like that. So I will get a bit more done on this before my next video. There we go. Absolutely loving it. I can see it with just my glasses on. I need good light, obviously. But I think it's going to be one of those ones that if my eyes are tired or I've just done too much of something and my eyes are a bit, because they get like that sometimes, being diabetic has an impact on them as well, then I can just get my magnifier out and do it, no problem. So, my first ever foray into the 45 count, which just goes to show it doesn't matter how long you've been stitching, there's always something new to try. So 33 years for me this year. Sometime next month, couldn't tell you exact date, but sometime next month is 33 years. And I've never used 45 count. It's the first time for everything. And that is it for new starts. So we will do my birthday gift. First of all, I got this necklace and earrings off my partner. Very sunflower-ish. And then Jeanette I'm sure I mentioned this last time, gave me a Gloriana for my Rangies. And I've been waiting to show this so that I can use it on the next alphabet. Because what I'm doing, each band is a different colour, but if like there's an alphabet, they're all getting done in the same colour. So the current band, that band, that band there, I'm doing NPI 502. So all the alphabet and the numbers will be done in that. So when I get to another alphabet, then I will be using this Gloriana. So I've been waiting to do it. And then for my gift off Jeanette, she gave me, off my wish list, Frosty Tiny Town. I gave her my wish list at 123 Stitch, and she had a look through. She didn't buy it from 123 Stitch, but I think she probably bought it from Peakside. But I have a wish list on 123 Stitch, so she bought me Frosty Tiny Town, and it comes with the little embellishments. And then she got me all the threads as well. I'm sure she's mentioned at some point that there's a couple missing, and they're on back order, and when they arrive, she'll pass them on to me. So that was my birthday gift off Jeanette. And then my girls and my ex-husband clubbed together and got me a Pandora bracelet. The bracelet I've got is too big for me. I only have very skinny wrists, and I wear it and it would come down here, and then by the time you've got a couple of dangly charms on it, it was always constantly in the way, and I wanted to wear my Pandora. So they clubbed together, and as I say, they got me the bracelet, and then they gave me this charm and this charm. Most of these that are on here are gifts. This one, when my dad bought us all a Pandora bracelet, and this had only just come out, and I fell in love with it. And at the time, Mel, my youngest daughter, worked in Pandora, and they'd already decided that I was getting this as a Christmas gift that year. So I was told that it was out of stock. It wasn't, but I was told it was out of stock so that they could give me one. And then that's another one. I can't remember which one of my girls gave me that one, but in that little heart at the bottom it says Mum. And one of my other favourite charms on here is my Mexico one. It's 5 years ago. There we go. This week I was in Mexico for Mel's wedding. It was her wedding anniversary last Saturday, so it's the one and only one that I've got from a different country. Sorry about that. England doesn't really, well, the UK doesn't really count as a country because I live here. So let's go on to my haul. As I said last week at Cheshire Stitching Day, there was a lady there, Michelle something, can't remember, and she had bags and little fold-up trays and needle minders and counting pins and all sorts of stuff. I bought some needle minders. So I've got one stitch at a time. Haven't used any of these yet. These two decided to join together, so I cross-stitch so I don't kill people. And this one is so me. Today's Great Mood is sponsored by coffee and cross-stitching. I run on coffee. I know I've got a cold drink now, but I drink a lot of coffee. I do, a lot. So, haul. Actually, no, we'll do the giveaway first because some people don't like haul, do they? So, the results of my giveaway for getting to 500 subscribers. I sat this morning and used a random comment picker. The first one, and the word for this was keep. There was 10 people entered for this. I forgot to take it out of the bag, so I'll leave it in there. I do apologise. I don't want to get on your nerves if you're listening on an earphones. 10 people entered for this, and the winner is Alison Owen 8547. Congratulations. Next up was, and that was donated by Hazel of Pretty Little Thread Keeps. I nearly forgot to say that. I do apologise. Yeah, so this was donated because we'd been chatting at Create Nostalgia, and she donated that. Next up, number 2 was embroidery for the Embroiderous Chart by Erica Michaels. Jeanette donated this to me for the giveaway, and the winner of this is Roxanne Green 5722. So congratulations to you. And then next up was this one. Lies was the keyword for this one. Craft supplies and other lies. I have actually stitched this. I've also stitched the embroideress as well. I just haven't made it up yet. You can go back and look at previous videos, and there's me with a stupid look on my face with the progress of this in one of the videos. So this was giveaway number 3. 10 people entered for this. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say embroideress. 7 people entered for that. 10 entered for this, and the winner is Linda Pearson 3340. And I was writing that down this morning, and I thought 3340, oh, that's a nice colour, that is. I use that a lot. TW uses that a lot. Teresa Wentzler. 3340, yeah. And I thought, and Linda has been commenting for quite a while now. So congratulations to you, Linda. And then my post-it notes vanished. Aha, there it is. We have this humongous piece of 18 count Ada, which is about 36 by 30. 13 people entered for this, and the winner is Tish's Score Stitches. So we'll dash TISHS dash stitches. So congratulations to you. So if you could all get in touch with me, with my email is cheshirestitcher@gmail.com, or you can drop me a message on Instagram, and then I can get them in the post to you. Congratulations to everybody again on your win. There we go. So now, and just in case people are leaving because I'm doing a bit of haul, my next video should be on the 16th of June. Next week I am at, like I said before, in the Lancashire Stitchers Wrexham retreat. And then the week after I am on another retreat with a group of friends that we go every year. So, and it's always the second weekend in June, and we've been doing it for getting on 20 years now, so I'm not missing that. So next one will be 16th of June. But that should mean, fingers crossed, I can't cross my fingers crossed, you'll have a bit more to look at. There'll be a few more PhDs and a finish and whatever. So, pardon me, all wise. I forgot to show this last time. I bought this off Facebook selling site, and when I'd finished recording, I spotted it and thought, oh, fudge. So this doesn't include this bit today. So this I bought last time. And then yesterday, again, up at Yorkshire Stitchers, the lady that I got some stash from last month that's having to move into assisted accommodation, and took some more things. so I went and had another look. So I got a Lizzie Kate inspiration boxer. I cannot count my day complete till needle, thread and fabric meet. So, and then you get the little bonus design as well. You just get the fabric, the chart, the fabric and the buttons. You don't get the thread in these. So I have got another one. I've got 2 I think maybe upstairs already that I've had for donkey's years. And then I got Carriage House Samplings X Stitch. I picked this one up because I know upstairs in my stash I already have thread, T for thread. So my thought is I'm going to assume that they're all the same size. So I thought I could stitch the 2 and make a double-sided pillow. Whether or not it'll actually work, I don't know, but that was my thought. So I got that one. And then another Puntini. Enjoy Every Stitch. There was 2 copies of this and one of the other girls picked it up. So we may well, at some point, end up stitching it together. There was also a couple of other charts that she picked up that I've already got in my stash. So we may at some point do a stitch along, you never know. So that's Puntini, Enjoy Every Stitch, and it comes with the buttons. And then just the chart from Primitive Hair. It's the 2022 exclusive. I remember seeing this at the time, and at the time funds would not allow me to get it, and I was a bit that I just couldn't afford it basically. So when I saw this I thought, right, I'm having that. So I'm going to quite look forward. It's 172 by 45, so it's not massive. So yeah, 170 by, well, it says the grid size is 172 by 45. The actual stitching is 170 by 40. And they did it on a 30 count. Old Salem linen by the Primitive Hair. I'll just pull the threads, which are weeks. And if I haven't got them, I'll substitute. I'll see what I'll fancy when I do it, but it's a nice big clear chart, and there's one speciality stitch, a spider point. I might have done them, I can't remember. I think that's, you can't really see it, I think that's that little stitch there on a dress, I think. I could be wrong. Then I picked up a Jardin Privé. I've only got a couple of Jardin Privés. One of them is the big long alphabet, stitchy alphabet. So I just like that. I like stitching themed charts. And this one just made me laugh. I couldn't not get this. Cross stitch fills my days, not to mention the living room, bedroom and closets. I'll probably see if I can change that to cupboards, because we don't call them closets in the UK. As if you're British, you'll know that. So I might just see if I can change that. And it comes with a gold needle. That's what you leave your thread hanging there, and so you've got a gold needle to put in it. And then I went and had another nosy. Pardon me, I went to see how what they were doing in the class. They were making a tissue box cover today. Head on over to take my teeth out. Lynn, the Lancashire stitcher, because she took the class, so she'll be showing hers. And I know she's recording today. She told me yesterday she was. So you'll get to see what they were making. But I just happened to glance over at the table where all the stuff was and saw that. So, arranging the sewing kit from Ink Circles. I do like Ink Circles. I've done a fair few. And as you know, my mad idea is Search the Serps. next time I'll have a bit more progress for that for you, because tomorrow is beading group and I tend to take that there with me. I got that. That's very true in my room. The cats are not allowed in there. Unless I'm in there, they don't come in. They're not allowed. I've actually had to put a little hook, one of those little hook things, you know, you've got screw eye and a hook. I had to put that on there because Lizzie was constantly opening the door. And I don't want them in there because I don't want everything covering cat fur, and it just, you never know what's going to be on the floor. So I can sew one of them and stitch one of them and put it on the floor. My door. And then I got a la-di-da, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Again, I have a few la-di-das. Never actually managed to stitch one, but I've got a few. And it's just made me smile, so I thought I'll have that. And it's not big, 94 by 84, so not huge. No, 5 7/8 by 5 1/4 on 32 count, so that'll be something to do in the future. And that's it, I'm done. Well, 42 minutes, give or take, about right for me. So as I said, my next video will be on the 16th of June. As far as I know, I've checked my diary this morning. As I say, I'm away for the next 2 weekends, and looking at it, my partner isn't off. He's off when I'm on my second weekend away, he's off, so I'll be fine to do it on the 16th. So until then, keep stitching, stay happy, stay safe. What's a safe? Safe. And I will talk to you in 3 weeks. Bye.